Our next guest is an author who says he knows the key to asking for what you want and getting it. That key, confidence. There it is.
You gave it away. It's over. This interview's over.
Okay.
The author is John Livesay, the former media salesman, is the author of the Successful Pitch, Conversations about Going from Invisible to Investable, and he's here to share his wisdom. So as you said, confidence, it's almost easier said than done.
Yes,
not everybody
exactly.
has confidence. I mean,
do they? Does everybody have confidence?
I think people have a tough time
We do.
asking
Right.
what they want.
Well, people get afraid, right? When you
Sure.
want something so badly, all the butterflies in your stomach start to kick in. And I tell people the goal is not to get rid of those butterflies in your stomach, but to get them to fly in formation.
Which means?
Use that negative nervous energy that's in your stomach and get it out. Make a gesture, talk to somebody, and most of all, Susan, practice what you're going to talk about.
So is this a bit of visualization or like talking to yourself in the mirror kind of thing?
Well, I say talk to other people and get feedback so that you have to act as if you're already in front of the room. So if you can stand up in front of people, because your nerves will kick in differently talking to yourself in the mirror versus talking to a group of people. But the best way is to stack your moments of certainty when you're about to go in front of someone and pitch for anything, to get a job, to get them to join your team, to fund your startup. So when you remember all the times you were successful, whether it was a date that you went on, you knew you were going to get another date, you interviewed for this job, you knew you were going to get it. So you stack those moments of certainty in your head before you go out and pitch or ask somebody for something, as opposed to all the negative self-talk. That will totally put you in the power position of standing like a superhero.
Okay.
And you'll be getting confident just
You're
from
not
those
one of those who says we should do that in the morning anyway, stand like a superhero in order to
I say-
embolden ourselves.
I say whatever you need a little bump, do it.
Yeah.
And if you really want the combo, hold the superhero pose and stack your moments of certainty while you're holding it for 2 minutes. That's the combo
Just
that
make
really
sure
works.
you're hanging around with somebody who actually likes you. Otherwise, they might tweet it. and
Let's
make
go over
fun
some of the tips you you have in your book here. It says build up your confidence to get the courage to ask. I mean,
That sort of comes with
Right,
what you
that's-
said
it's-
about rehearsal.
Rehearsal.
and
and
really kind of
stacking
having
those
a
moments.
plan, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
a message.
Right, so many people think they can wing it and it never comes out great. The key to success is confidence, and the key to confidence is preparation. So if you really feel confident in what you're doing and why you're doing it, then people feel that passion and want to
So
say
that kind of
yes.
speaks to our second tip, which is get specific so the person understands instantly what you want.
You're so right, Susan. If you confuse people, the confused mind always says no.
Yeah.
So you have to be concise and compelling and clear in order for people to say yes fast.
So the 5-second elevator pitch. You
Yes,
gotta-
that's exactly what the book is all about.
Yeah.
Who do you help and what problem do you solve? For example, I help tech CEOs struggling with their investor pitch so they get funded fast and their dream becomes a reality.
So what does WIIFT mean?
What's in it for me? That's what the audience is thinking when they hear you say anything. Is, "Oh, how does this relate to me? Why should I care?" So you have to really say something to them that makes them say, "Oh,
Right. There's value
there's
to
value
right,
here
to what you're offering me.
Exactly. So if
Yeah.
you're pitching an investor, for example, you need to think about what they care about, not what you care about.
Not just investing. Let's say you want a raise or something.
Yes.
This is walking into the boss's office
Right.
is very difficult. So in this book, you interview people who are really successful. Really innately, they're probably already sort of confident people, so they know how to get what they want. So what would you be your first advice to someone who really has trouble breaking free from just I got to do it. I got to do it. What's the first step?
The first step is to first realize what you're doing. If you're asking somebody for something, Bobby, then you have to say what's in it for them, right? If I'm going to ask you to give me a raise, for example, in your example, then I'm going to deliver A, B, and C. I'm going to work harder than I've ever have before, and I'm going to achieve a goal that you haven't even asked me to achieve. So if you have some reasons why somebody should say yes to you, it really makes a
guess
difference.
what I'm asking is, how does someone who doesn't have the courage, who's too shy, who's
Yeah, that's
too
what I was going to
afraid,
ask. Sometimes your nature doesn't
they
really
don't
allow
have the
you
nature
to
of these
do that.
other successful
Yeah.
people that,
Right.
that you profile in this book.
Well, the key to getting confidence, if you're not already confident, is first dealing with your internal thoughts. And that's
Ants.
right. And I talk about
What does that stand
stacking
for?
your mind.
Ants. The annoying negative thoughts.
That's exactly
Ants.
right.
Get rid
Yes,
of the
tell
ants.
yourself, that you deserve it and why you deserve it. And if you don't have to be aggressive and assertive to get what you want, you
Yeah.
just have to have it in a way that tells a story that pulls people in as to what you're doing, as opposed to selling yourself, which is pushy. Tell a story and pull people in.
Very good. John Livesay, thank you very much. The Successful Pitch, conversations about going from invisible to investable. It's available wherever books are sold.
I always say the more you do it, the easier it gets.
That's so true. Practice is everything.
Just keep doing it.
Very
All
good.
right.
Thank you, John.
Thank you
so much.